Hello, welcome to Trancey Talk. Hope you're all doing well and hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's gonna be a very fun and interesting episode. But before we start, as usual, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and definitely check out the rest of my content and enjoy it all. As for keeping track and staying up to date with all my updates regarding files and a lot of Hypnosis tweets and posts, do follow me on Twitter. And for the actual files and content, subscribe or support me on Patreon. You'll find the links in the description as usual. But anyway, today we've got a very exciting episode, so I won't keep you waiting long. But the first thing, and the very important thing we should keep in mind is that, yeah, it's all about me being the evil hypnotist who brainwashes you and hypnotizes you and all that lovely stuff. But at the end of the day, it's just a fantasy. So if at any time, or if I ask you to do something but you're not comfortable with, or you're not really, well, you don't want to do in general, you can always not do it, and you can always just take a step back and just enjoy the rest or the other instructions or commands I give you and all that. So yeah, always keep that in mind, and always remember that you can say no at any time. So yeah, I think that's the disclaimer I wanted to put before we start. But I'd also like to, well, I hope you are all doing well. Let me know how you're doing, and I'd also like to know, well, yeah, I actually think that's a good idea before we start, like, what or who is an evil hypnotist to you? To everyone here, if you want to share, because that might, well, it just might affect what I do a little bit. Like when I say I'm the evil hypnotist, or when you hear about someone being an evil hypnotist in the fantasy-based scenario, of course, what do you think of? Hello Stardust and hello HP. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. I'm pretty excited about this episode actually, so just thought I'd talk to you first and get to know more about your thoughts and ideas of what you'd consider an evil hypnotist first, and then I'll start melting your minds. But yeah, definitely feel free to share your thoughts and ideas about evil hypnotists. For me personally, I feel like it depends on the scenario, but I'd say they're not the people that would, well, of course, they're the people that would do some unethical stuff and all that, but in just the fantasy or in the fun side of it, I'd say they're the ones who are using you in a way. Like you're not a subject to them, you're not a person to them, you're rather an object or a tool or something they're using for whatever reason they want. That's mostly, or a big part of what an evil hypnotist would be. Like they're more focused, or more, well, yeah, they're more focused and more concerned with their own wants and needs rather than thinking of what you want or what you need, and, well, limits and all that, of course. So Mechanical Taco says, doing things for their own pleasure instead of the subject. And the HP says, taking over the world with hypnosis. Well, yeah, of course. At the end of the day, any hypnotist with any kind of pedigree or something would want to take over the world. That's just natural. Mechanical Taco also says fear, sadism, denial, degradation all come to mind. Yeah, these are definitely parts of it. I'm sure we'll tackle them, like most of these, to a certain degree, but at the same time I like to keep my streams and episodes in general a little bit less intense, so we'll try to tackle them in a way that's fun, but it's not too extreme. But how about, that's also a good part, like, here I am, the evil hypnotist, and I'm about to take your minds away. Do you enjoy it when it's like, no, I can fight and can resist, or when the hypnotist just shows you that you don't really stand a chance and that you'll fall regardless of your wants and needs and all that? That's definitely more interesting and fun to you, isn't it? Well, someone thinks they can resist. A couple of you think you can resist. Well, it's gonna be amusing then, because I'm about to start. So let's see. Let's see if you can really resist and fight. It's really entertaining and amusing to me that you think I care. You think I care at all about your thoughts. That's definitely not why I'm here. I'm here to take your minds and to use you however I see fit. I'm here to hypnotize you, to brainwash you, to take over your minds, and there is nothing you can do about it. Shh. You're not here to think. You are not here to have a free will. You're here to go under my spell, for me to take control over your minds. You're here for my entertainment, for my amusement. You're here to be used by me and for you to love it. Not that you have a choice, really. Not that I care. Whether you enjoy it or not doesn't matter to me, because in the end, you love this idea. You love the idea of falling, of being tricked to fall under an evil hypnotist's spell. That's why you're here, isn't it? That's why you're listening to me. That's why you haven't left. You're here because this idea intrigues you. This idea you're so curious about, and you're feeling my pull very strong. You're feeling a very strong pull from me, from my words, from my voice, from what I say. And you're realizing that I'm making my way deep inside your mind, and there is nothing you can do about it. Not that you want to anyway. You want to listen. You want to fall. You want me to trap you under my spell. Because this is so exciting to you. To be helpless, helplessly at my mercy. To do all kinds of devious and mischievous things to you, and to make you do all kinds of degrading, embarrassing, silly, funny, whatever I want really. I can make you do, and there's nothing you can do about it. Not that you want to anyway. Here you are, listening, focusing, and doing exactly as I tell you. Do you think you can still fight? Do you think you can still resist? I doubt it. I highly doubt that. You don't want to fight. You don't want to resist. Why would you even fight it? If you enjoy how good and how excited you're feeling right now, it feels too good to fight my voice. My voice just fills your mind with happiness and joy and all the wonderful feelings. And you can feel its power over you. You can feel how superior it is. How it towers over you. How I tower over you, making you feel all small and weak. That's right. You cannot resist. You will not resist. You will obey. Whether it's excitement, it's fear. It's just the thought of all the embarrassing and degrading things I can do to you. You will obey. Go ahead now. Let me see. Let me see all of you. Expose yourself to me and try it in the chat. I obey. Because you do obey. Whether you have a choice or not, that's not relevant. That's not for you to decide. It's now my turn. I control you. I control you all. And you love it. You cannot resist. You will not resist. You will obey. Go ahead. Expose yourself to me. You know you want to. You know you can't fight it. You can't resist it. And you know that the moment you do expose yourself, you're gone. The moment you type in chat, I obey, marks that I am now deep inside your head. And that's just the start. That's only the beginning. You know very well that each and every word I say makes me go deeper and deeper inside your mind. Grants me more and more access to you, to anything and everything I want. And that helplessness, that feeling of being powerless to me excites you. You realize that you can't stop yourself. You don't want to stop yourself. Here, let me show you. I command you to like this video and type in chat, I have obeyed. You can try to fight it, you can try to resist it, but the need, the urge, the want, the compulsion that my voice and my control have over you overwhelms you. You can't stop yourself. You don't want to stop yourself. Such a simple task, such an easy command, but you just can't stop yourself. You want to be good. You want to be good boys and girls to me. Isn't that right? You just want to listen to me and obey, because it feels wonderful. It feels so good when you obey. Isn't that right? Just hearing me, just listening to me, makes you feel so good. You feel so compliant. You feel so eager to listen to me, and to be molded and shaped however I want. Just the idea, the thought of having me use you, just like I've been using you now. It's so exciting. Think about it. Think about what I just did to you. I just used you. I just used you to boost the interactions and the stats of my channel. That's literally what I just did to you. Because that's what you are to me. That's who you are to me. Your tools, your objects for me to use however I see fit and to my own benefit. And that turning you into objects and tools for me is wonderful. You love it. You love it so much. And here's what I want you to do. Go grab a marker, grab a pen, anything really. Go and grab it along with a piece of paper and tell me when you have a marker or a pen and a piece of paper. I will show you exactly how I'm using you. I'll show you visibly with a little bit of visual aid how you're currently being used, being even degraded to a degree, and you're helpless to stop it, helpless to stop me, and powerless to do anything about it. Because whether it's on the paper I've made you grab, or even on your own body, I want you to write used. You can write it on the paper or on your arm. Just write the word used, because that's exactly what's happening. I am using you. I am playing with you. I am entertaining myself by doing to you whatever I please, whatever I want. That's exactly what's happening to you. You're just feeling powerless, helpless, and you can't think. You can't think on your own. You don't want to think on your own. Not that you can. I have control over your thoughts. I have control over you. That's right. I control your mind. I control your body. And I control you. And throughout this episode, whether you're awake or in trance, I have a huge and strong influence over you. Whether I wake you up or keep you in trance, I hold the power over you. And that is why the next time I snap my fingers, you'll wake up. You'll wake up feeling amazing, feeling so good, so wonderful, and so grateful to me. You'll feel so grateful and thank me, genuinely thank me, for taking control of you, for using you for my entertainment and to amuse me. You'll be so happy and grateful that I'm doing that to you. So it's time to thank me as you wake up now. Welcome back, my little tools. Not that it matters, but I know that you've enjoyed each and every moment of what I did to you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Brian. I know this is what you've wanted. I know. You're all welcome. It was great. Of course it was. And who knows? Maybe it's not over yet. Maybe I'll use you some more. Who knows? I'll see about that. Do you want to be used more? Do you want me to use you more? It's okay, Connor. You can definitely check the episode once it ends from the beginning and enjoy it completely. And you can use the comments to like reply and stay up to date with the episode itself once it's done. That's the best way to get the best and full experience after the episode. I see. Seems like you're really eager for me to use you. Good. Then go ahead and write in the chat. Please use me. I want to see you begging me. Not that begging me will affect anything. At the end of the day, I am the one who decides if I'll use you or not. But it's amusing to me to see you beg. To see you beg me to use you. Because that's it. That's what you're useful for. To be used by me. To amuse me and entertain me. That's why you're here. That's your function and what you're good for. I can easily treat you like objects, like you're nothing more than a tool, an object for me to use. Is that what you want? You want to be treated as objects, as tools, something that's even less than a human? Is that it? Does that thought excite you? To be nothing more than an object, nothing more than a tool. I won't even consider you to be human. You'll just be pawns on a chessboard for me to move around, for me to use, for me to play with and benefit from. Is that what you want to be? Is that what you hope I do to you? You think that your opinion matters? It's time to take these thoughts out of your mind. It's time to drop empty, mindless, blank little playthings. Nothing more than objects and tools for me to use. You love that. you love that so much. How deep my voice go inside your mind, and how much I control you. You can't help yourself. You can't, and I won't allow it. You do not have a choice here. That option is long gone. All you have right now is my voice, my words, and my commands. That's all there is right now. That's all that exists right now. And you can't stop it. You're just a brainwashed object. You're just a mind-controlled little plaything. You're here to be used by me. You're here to fall deep under for me. You're here to know your place, know that you exist for my amusement and entertainment. It just feels so good when I tell you what to do. It feels so right. It feels so right and wonderful. You love it so much. It's all you want right now. It's all you can think of right now. For me to command you. For me to use you. And for me to take over your mind. That's all you can think of. All you want to think of. You just listen and obey. You just listen and do as I say. It feels so good and so exciting when you listen to me, when you follow and obey me. You do anything for me. Isn't that right? Go ahead. You know you will agree and tell me I obey. Every time you agree, you nod along and obey. You just fall deeper and deeper under my spell, under my control, trapped by me, willingly trapped by me, and loving each and every moment of it. Loving each and every moment. I control you. It feels so natural, so right. right now when you obey, when you do as I say. It feels so good. It feels just wonderful. So good and makes you feel so happy. You'd do anything for me. And that's why you love it. Why you love my voice. Because it makes so much sense. It makes the perfect sense when you listen, follow, and obey. It just feels so good, so right, and it makes you feel so very happy. It makes you feel so very happy to obey everything I say. And that is why right now I will give you a command. A command you will obey without thought, without doubt, without any hesitation. You obey because you love to obey me. You will first take off your shirt. You will take off your shirt simply because I told you to. I commanded you to. And you love to do as I tell you. And with your pen or marker, you will write on your stomach, used. Once you're done, once you've wrote that on yourself, you'll put your shirt on again and you'll forget all about it. You'll forget about this command until I remind you. Until I remind you before the end of the episode. Forgetting all about it now, but feeling wonderful, feeling amazing, feeling so good, so very good, because you've obeyed. Even if you don't remember what you did, just knowing that you did what I said excites you so much. And that's why you'll find that the next time I wake you up, you'll feel so good, so happy, still so excited, and so eager to share with me all your thoughts and feelings about everything and all the things you've done so far. You'll have no memory of what's written under your shirt. But when I say remember and snap my fingers, you'll remember. You'll look under your shirt and remember exactly what happened and realize how deep I have a hold over you as you wake up now. Welcome back, my little tools and playthings. I know that you've enjoyed yourselves. That's only natural and normal after all. So tell me all about it. Tell me all about this awesome experience, of course. I'll just enjoy my water and hear all about it. And of course, I'm thinking of all the ways I'll use you to amuse me and entertain me. I'm sure I can do a lot of things to you. In fact, I have an idea. I'll have you expose yourself and tell me about what you'd hope and wish I'd do to you. But before that, Michael says obeying you is the best feeling ever. So happy and warm and fuzzy. Of course it's the best feeling ever. Nothing can be compared to how wonderful it is to obey me. And Declan says, felt so good to listen to your voice and be completely controlled by you. Of course it did. Being controlled by me is amazing. It's the best thing ever, and you all know it. HP says, I agree. Obeying is great. I want to be controlled more. That's just natural. It's natural to want to be controlled by me more and more and more. And that's why you will expose yourself right now and tell me exactly what you hope and wish I would do to you. Tell me now. And with each word you type, you realize exactly what you're doing. You realize how embarrassing it can be to expose yourself like that. to share your thoughts to the public like that. Yet, you can't help yourself. You don't want to help yourself. You can't stop yourself even if you wanted. And you love that. You love the helplessness. You love feeling this powerless to me. HP says, I just want to obey. My thoughts are too heavy to think much for myself. And Declan says, I want you to make me kneel for you. Well, that's simple. You will kneel now. You will obey me and love each and every moment of it, because you love when I use you, when you're just tools and objects for my amusement and entertainment, because you will understand now how much control I have over you. Remember. That's right. You remember now what I did to you. You remember now what I did to you, and realize how deep I took you, how thorough and complete my hold is over you. You understand now how you're helpless, how you're truly helpless and powerless against me. That is the hard evidence you've got right now. You are control. I control you fully and completely. And you love that. You love that very, very much. It excites you. It excites you and makes you feel so good. You understand the predicament you're in, the situation you're in, and while it's natural to feel a little nervous by how much power I have over you, the feeling of excitement and your need and craving to be controlled so much stronger. It's so much stronger that it completely erases all thoughts of nervousness and all feelings of fear. You just fully embrace how good it is to obey. And you cannot wait for more. I know you can. And that brings me to the final command I'll give you today. I command you, as soon as this episode ends, to go, obviously, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and listen to any file from my channel and get lost. Get completely lost in the file and my voice. With that being said, the next time I snap my fingers and wake you up, you'll be fully and completely back to normal. All you'll have to do is obey that final command, and once you've obeyed it, you'll return completely back to normal, and all and everything that's happened throughout this session will be gone, will be completely ineffective. You'll be completely back to normal, having had this nice, wonderful, happy, and safe experience. So now, as I wake you up, you'll feel a rush of happiness, joy, and relaxation. Waking up. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed having me as your evil hypnotist. I've certainly enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed seeing you all fallen under my spell. It was definitely a lot of fun using you. And yes, you still have one command left, but other than that, you're completely back to normal now. So I hope you've also enjoyed that, and I have a feeling that you'll be returning to more Trancey talks as well. Not that I've commanded you to do that, but just a general feeling. Because usually the Trancey talks, they vary, honestly, from one month to the other. Depends on the subject or the topic we're talking about. But most times at the end of the day, it depends on the topic that won on the polls I do on my Patreon. Because it's mostly or usually your choices at the end that win. I just give you a few options and you decide. I know decisions, doing and thinking for your own would like that. Well, I do enjoy that, but I also enjoy taking your minds away. But anyway, before I do leave, here's your regular reminder to like the video if you haven't yet. I know I did command you to like, and well, you should be good little pets and like the video. And yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and definitely check the countless and various files on the channel. As for where to find me and where to find all the updates I make, you should follow me on Twitter. And as for where to find my content, well, my latest content, and to have a voice in regards of the topics for Trancey Talk as well as one of the files I make every month, then you should definitely support me on Patreon. You'll find the links down below in the description. But yeah, that's it from me today. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, and I hope you've enjoyed the experience and everything we've done today. And I look forward to seeing or hearing which files you've listened to in the end, because yes, that's a command you will still obey. But yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day, and always remember to trance safely. Goodbye and see you soon.